just one candy bar today. I went, yes, ma'am.
You bought
You were there
one candy
the whole
bar
time.
from a Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, it was the Dungeon Crawler Carl tie-in.
Okay, alright, I can see.
It was a book-themed candy bar.
Yeah.
Gotcha, so it was merch. Wasn't just candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
I for my own sanity, I will.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I hung the wrapper on my little corkboard.
See, it's merch.
Yeah, it's not coated in chocolate. I mean, like, they have a cool paper wrapper outside the actual...
Oh no, I would have believed it if it was coated in chocolate.
I know, but that's why I had to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
Pin the chocolate bar to your corkboard.
I could.
And just leave
won't,
it there.
But I could.
How have you guys been, though? Other than candy bars, what's new and exciting?
Tired.
Eepy.
Why are y'all eepy?
Oh,
go ahead, Dalton.
Planning for conventions.
Last Friday, I've officially been at the museum for 3 years.
Ooh.
Yo,
Congratulations!
Congrats! It was your job birthday.
Yes.
Let's go. How does it feel?
Oh, there's a thank you note takers emoji.
Yeah, I just made it about an hour ago.
Oh, fun.
And it feels good.
Nice.
Feels good to have been gainfully employed this long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yippee!
That's awesome. I'm still gonna move your museum up to Nova, so you're here.
If I can keep my job, sure.
Well, yeah, the museum's gonna be moving, so you're gonna like stay at the museum. It's just gonna
In
move.
fact, you're gonna have to move to
the
Nova in
north.
order to keep your job.
Yeah, which is my plan.
Hee 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 hee. I can hear you biting your nails evilly.
Yeah.
Evil. All of you are evil.
I learned yesterday that cheerwine has caffeine in it. I thought that it was like the regular ass soda. Like, I understand most sodas
Regular
have
soda.
caffeine in them. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. But I mean, like orange soda doesn't, grape soda doesn't. I thought it was one of those.
I'm pretty
Fancy
sure orange
flavored
soda
ones.
does have
I'm
caffeine.
pretty sure orange
Yeah.
soda does.
Not all orange soda does.
I
But-
think
Yeah, fair.
because like ginger
I think
ale and Sprite don't either, and so I thought this was kind of in that vein of like just flavored carbonated sugar juice.
Soda.
Yeah. But apparently it's got caffeine in it, which is cool.
More fuel for the caffeine addiction.
I guess.
More onto the pyre. But hey, now you know a cool new fact.
Yeah. I love learning about the science of caffeine. I'm at the point where I need to actually learn some organic chemistry in order to further my curiosity. Because I'm looking at all these chemical structures of how it breaks down in the body, and I don't understand it yet.
I see. Gotta do a crash course.
I might see if Hank Green has anything on it.
I mean, he probably
He just got
does.
sniped for using AI on his scripts recently.
You did. I saw that discourse breeze past me, and I was like, well, I don't have the energy to look at this.
Well,
Hope they're having
I'm
fun,
assuming
though.
he wasn't out here using AI on, in like 2016. It's probably fine.
Maybe he was ahead of the curve.
He might have been.
Got access to AI companies that hadn't even been started up yet.
Mm-hmm. Hank Green, known social elite.
He personally built all those fucking data centers that are now in my goddamn
I
backyard.
saw him laying bricks in Loudoun County. Can
Mhm.
confirm.
Yeah, he did that shit. And nobody stopped him yet.
Yet. What do you mean yet?
Yet.
He's gonna be stopped.
What plans do you have?
I'm going to stop him.
Okay. Good luck. Have fun.
You're gonna stop
Thank
Hank?
you. Yes.
But how do you know what you're also going to stop?
It's like it's sorry.
What am I
words
also
broke.
going to stop?
Uh,
Mm,
I'll put it in writing. Start the
okay.
session.
The forces.
What am I going to stop?
The forces of evil. Hal.
Whoa! That's so
Whoa.
true.
Because of course we have a session to get to, gang. So, of course, where we last left off, after a wild night at the club, the crew of the new Emerald Clover engine returned to their engine after a confrontation with investigators from the Pedal Transit Company, namely the head Revenant investigator, Agent Belor. Upon getting cornered by Belor, you all were able to dispatch of him with a little bit of help from High God Magic. But now, at about 10 in the morning, all of you have piled into the Emerald Clover as the Cavalier hears the story and kind of sitting a little further away, still tied up, at least hands bound for the time being, the woman known as Beatrice. As the Cavalier looks to all of you. Well, it certainly seems like you've had a fascinating night.
I'm imagining Ada's just stumbling out from the bathroom, having freshly thrown up.
Ezra's just kind of sitting in one of the booths and saying, "Is this typical? Does this happen? Do people usually leave clubs with large crowds in panic?"
It's always a gamble, as sometimes it goes smooth, most of the time there's a little bit of panic.
Most of the time?
Ezra, I don't believe that this would be considered the usual for most.
Is it usual that somebody was trying to rob you at the club?
We weren't trying to rob you.
It looks
Yes.
like it.
Hi. Though, if I could ask, why did you come along?
Well, my job is being an investigator. I've been employed by the Pedal Transit Company quite a long time. With the company in such a sorry state, you take the jobs that you're given.
Right.
I didn't know that it was going to play out this way.
Is that why you parted ways with them? Or is there another motivator behind that?
There are many reasons why I parted ways.
Can I have one of them, please?
Well, I think Kabouth has outlived their usefulness to me, for one.
Mhm.
I also don't believe that I will be getting much more work with the company. Also, you all seem very nice.
We do?
Yay.
hmm.
Is that going to change when we outlive our usefulness to you? Like Kabouth did?
I don't really have a good response to that. All I can say is that I took a risk doing this for all of you, and at the present moment, I don't expect anything. So, I, I don't think that you are presently useful to me now.
Uh, um, I would also like to ask one other sort of, mostly for my own curiosity question. When I was brought over to the bar and introduced, I believe you said something along the lines of you could sense a spirit present. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
All right. May I ask how it is you accomplished that?
Of course, when I joined the Pedal Transit Company as an investigator, I had a bit of, a past. I needed to make some changes, and a part of that, Balth helped readjust my soul. But with that, I gained the ability to detect souls, help feel their energy. I was given information, specifically, a fragment of a soul, I believe, of this train's previous conductor, and use that to help track you all, and from other soul fragments, particularly from Stetson, I was able to locate you.
Are
You
there
said that
many in your number who can do this?
I believe that I had a particular uniqueness, but I do believe that there are others, or Kabath could make others.
you said you had a fragment of the soul of the train's previous conductor. Do you mean Ichabod?
I do, yes.
How, how'd you get that? Did you do something to him?
No, I didn't do anything to him personally, but I was given a fragment of bone which contained the essence. I don't know what became of him, but from what Balor told me, he had gone on the run, like all of you, and he was caught.
I thought he retired.
Maybe. Did he retire?
Yes.
He told us he was just gonna go kick back on a beach somewhere.
Well, I wasn't told that. We were given other orders, though. Orders more than just gathering the train, which I found strange. We were supposed to secure the engine, and also all the crew alive, except for one named Anu Sorakan. Apparently, Balor was going to dispatch of her.
Why?
I don't know, Ada. I truly don't.
I mean, she's drifted from Cabal, so I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if, because they're all in league, viewed that either as a threat or no longer useful. So, you know, cut off any loose ends.
No. Probably.
Yes, it makes sense to me. With all of my investigations, though, we've never done anything like this. Things are different, obviously.
What does anything else particular stood out, or was it just use of a dead man's bone and orders to kill one of us?
I mean, we had been given orders for months now to avoid the creatures at the edges of the tracks. There's obviously a loop of tracks around eastern Bospora. There are creatures. We've known of that. We were told to avoid them. And as long as we were on mission and didn't provoke them, that they wouldn't provoke us. I don't know anything really about these creatures. I caught a glimpse of one once. A giant squid-like thing with almost a serpentine body growing out of its center. It slithered and skulked just at the edges of a tree line. And then it turned into light? Bubbles? I'm not sure. And then it was gone. Just like that.
This doesn't sound like those things we fought shortly after getting on the White Orchid for the first time, right?
No, not really.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So, if I may, what exactly is your plan here? Go with us to the next stop and vanish?
You wanted
Stick around?
I honestly didn't know. I made a call split second. I know that I was with a group that you don't particularly like. And I know that there is bad blood. I wouldn't take offense if you wanted me to walk my own way. I already got everything I wanted out of the interaction.
Why would
But
we have you walk your own way? You're in need, and you've been nice to us. Now,
Um, I've been nice. Mm, now, yes, but many are not so trusting, and yeah.
should we not trust you?
I could make it a little easier to trust you if you would agree to it.
Agree to what?
Um, a small trick I can pull would allow me to determine fully whether you're lying about any of these aspects.
You can see that kind of momentarily her eyes kind of flicker back and forth. Like there's some definite nervousness, and then she kind of looks at you. Will it hurt?
No, nothing about it's harmful.
Okay. I'd be willing to
All right.
do it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And just so I am 100% on this, looking at Incantation of the Ectus, none of it looks harmful because I don't have any other Ectus powers, so there's no on fire condition.
Right.
Okay. So I will be using that, please.
I love that you asked if it was going to set her on fire after you promised that it wouldn't hurt her.
I was 99.9%. I just wanted to double check.
Okay, tell her that.
He was double checking by doing. Okay, then, as you manifest this incantation of the Exorcist, what does it look like as it begins to take effect on Beatrice?
I think it just kind of looks like I breathe out and it has the look like it's really cold. Like you can sort of see the mist of my breath, but it sort of extends out and start orbiting her almost, and my eyes start to glow a little bit bigger.
Gotcha. Then, as that happens, you all kind of wait for a moment as the energy settles around her. She then kind of looks to you expectantly.
Are you still holding any loyalties to the Petal Transit Company?
You can see kind of in this moment, she goes ahead and takes this long, drawn out exhalation, looks to you, and says, No, I don't have any loyalties remaining.
Do you feel any resentment or hostility to any one of us?
You can see that there is a pause. And then you would see kind of this slow nod at that point. I do, yes.
Okay, would you please expand on it?
Well, I've been in some rather precarious situations with all of you. I was elbowed in the throat, tied up. Co-workers were killed.
Of course, yes. Do you intend to harm any of us in recompense for these?
No, I don't.
Are you being otherwise truthful in your offer to stick around, lend assistance.
I don't know if it was an offer to stick around, but I'm interested. I was being truthful.
All right. Are there any other questions anyone feels are pertinent in the asking?
Don't think so.
Is everybody satisfied?
I'm good. Sorry about elbowing you in the throat, though. That heat of the moment.
I understand. There was a lot happening.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Decker.
And she'll nod.
I'm sorry. Do you know the rest of our names?
I know yours, Ezra. And I know Ada's. And then, like, she kind of, like, looks around, kind of a little unsure about the rest.
I take it we are particularly named when you were given orders.
At this point, you can see she goes ahead and tries to speak, but you would feel kind of a pulse at this point, Ezra, from the incantation, as she attempts to speak a lie, but is not able to. And then
You're about to lie to me, it seems.
I was given information about some of you.
All right. Not by your employer?
I had previous information, not from the employer.
From Kabath?
No.
This seems to be a particular pain point for you to feel fear repercussions or maintain loyalty to the person who told you.
You can see that she just kind of stops for a moment and blinks and then looks to you. It's a pain point.
I won't. Well, we can discuss this under a bit less pressure. Is the, if I may ask, is the point one of fear?
She shakes her head.
All right. Well, as I said, we can discuss this further. I appreciate your willingness to submit to all of this. And I will remove the incantation.
Okay. You go ahead and remove it, and you can see kind of a visible exhale come from Beatrice. Thank you.
Of course. I feel comfortable removing their bonds now. Is everyone agreeable to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Have you
I'm
eaten?
I think so.
I'm
We can
Misha,
make
by the way.
breakfast.
Apologies for the poor introduction we all got with each other.
Good to meet you, Misha.
I'll go over and untie her.
Mm-hmm. You can do so, and Wendell begins to introduce himself, as well as kind of like Anu, and the Cavalier would just kind of smile, introduce himself as Geralt, and would go ahead and look to the rest of you. Well, it seems that Beatrice has, up until this point, had a very long and strenuous day. Why don't we see if we can find her a room somewhere quiet and comfortable?
Yes, absolutely.
Wendell, could you take care of that for us? And you can see Wendell would go ahead and nod. Yeah, I could do that. Right this way. And he would begin to start to like lead Beatrice out and away. As kind of Beatrice leaves, the Cavalier would look to the rest of you. What do all of you think about that one?
The last point about who told her about Ada and myself is a bit worrying. And her unwillingness to name names. But I can also acquiesce that it was a bit of a... I don't want to say out of nowhere, but I doubt she was expecting it. And she was under a bit of duress.
I would agree. Felix, you're the one
I
that
must-
captured her. What do you think?
I don't see. Oh, I'm fine if she tags along. I don't think she'd make good company and end up fitting in nicely with everyone.
You had something else to say, Ezra?
Oh, just, seems she has landed herself in a bit of a transitionary point. I think it would be good of us to help out with that. Especially considering everything added together, we are at fault for it.
You can take a hero point, Ezra.
Okay.
As you can see, like, the Cavalier kind of gives this wry smile and kind of nods to himself. I would certainly agree with that. Alright, we should still keep a watch on her. Do our best. Now, we should decide what our next moves are. It is unlikely that something of Ancient Balor's like is going to be kept down for very long, and certainly our defeat of him will attract other attention. My suggestion is that we move out under the cover of darkness tonight.
I agree to that.
Okay.
We will
Where's
require
Jasper?
fuel first, but besides that,
Yes, and then there is the matter of Jasper. Ada, Mishas, my guess is that you don't know where he is gone and that he's still not back.
Yeah, I want to go out to look for him. And Ezra, you wanted to do errands too that you didn't get to yet.
yes, just a small search for some new armament.
I should probably strengthen my armor too.
But we should try to find Jasper first. Who knows where he could be?
Yes, I agree.
Very well. Then I'm going to continue attempting to secure the engine, find Jesper, get what you need, then get back to the train for dark, and then we shall be off.
Of course.
Also, get fuel.
Yes.
But I will also say, well done to all of you. You had fun, and it feels like saved someone, as well as, well, gain more information about those that would seek to injure us. Should feel proud.
Yes. Thank you.
So it's successful?
Indeed, Ada. I'd say
Yay!
this was very successful.
Can I give him a hug?
You could, as he would kind of smile and give you a hug back. Now, go get your armor, find your brother. Enjoy the day.
Yes.
Okay.
And at this point, Cavalier would kind of walk off to go and inspect the rest of the engine just to make sure it's in good working order.
So where can I buy fuel?
I mean, there are, like, fuel depots kind of around the Magna Rail Yard.
Okay. I'm going to go buy fuel.
Alright, are the rest of you gonna go and buy fuel?
Yes.
I'll go with him.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Cool. Then, as you guys are making your way in that direction, you would go ahead and see kind of walking, actually from the closest fuel depot, Jesper, with a kind of like large push trolley full of fuel canisters. And
Jesper!
Oh,
hi.
I see we had the same idea.
It will rush up to him, look like she's gonna give him a hug, then stop and go, "Can I hug you?"
Sure.
Yay! Big hug.
And you can see, like, he would flash kind of wide with kind of surprise to the rest of you and kind of give Ada that hug.
I was worried about you. We were gonna go out and look for you. We're on our way to do that after getting the fuel.
Yes, there were, well, people following all of you. Don't worry, I took care of them. They're not dead. I, turned them over. Some of them, obviously they caused a commotion. Got a reward. I bought some fuel.
wow.
Are you alright? Were you hurt?
I'm fine. And you can see, like, there are, like, obvious kind of, Elementrix blaster holes, like, cuts and scrapes on his clothing, kind of a little bit of dust and dirt. Like, he's missing a health block, so he's definitely kind of, like, gotten into a bit of a scrap. But, I mean, he's still walking.
Mhm.
But, with what he's been up to, he was able to procure 11 fuel for all of you.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, what's the current going rate?
The fuel is, it's pretty expensive. And, like, as he kind of, like, walks you through it, one fuel right now is about 100 gold pieces.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
boy. Okay.
Yeah, there's a war going on.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get it.
Do you think we should ask our buddy Max for something?
We have money.
Yeah, but do we have... What did we need? 88 left to be completely filled? Do we want to
I-
spend 8,000 gold on fuel?
Do we want to be the ones hoarding resources during a war?
Yeah.
I don't know if we need 99 fuel cells.
I think we just need enough to be comfortable for a little bit.
Yeah,
Although
I
it
was
would be
just
nice
gonna.
to have so much fucking fuel.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring us up to 20.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Take my 300. Use that to get 3, and I will patch up Jesper.
Gotcha. Then, you go over and begin to patch him up. As at this point, Ezra, would you spend 600 to get to 20?
Yeah, I'll take us there.
Gotcha. Then, as you're going ahead and kind of buying this additional fuel, Felix, you go ahead into patch up. Jesper, are you using any powers for that, or just kind of like a basic stitch?
I'll use heal 2.
Gotcha. Then, as you go ahead, use heal 2, give a bit more stamina, kind of covering the wound. It looks like he has taken probably like a short sword to kind of the side, and he kind of like winces a bit at the stitches, but gives you a nod. Thanks.
Yeah. When we're on the train and moving, come to the car and we'll get you fixed up properly.
Thank you, Felix.
Of course. Don't mention it.
Was everything okay? With Agent Belor?
Well, we're all here. +1.
+1.
Yeah. Things got a bit dicey, but we made it out, so I would have to say everything turned out all right, if not better.
Okay. Where are all of you going now?
They're off to do some shopping and errands.
Okay. I'll head back to the train, secure the fuel, and see if there's anything else that we might have missed. I don't like this. I had a very in-depth conversation with some of Belor's people. He was a very focused, dedicated man. My guess is that he still is, even if you took care of him.
Yeah.
Doesn't give up
we're
on a
trying to
quarry.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to leave tonight, so that's
my problem. If I was going to be going after, well, all of you, which in a way I was, I would hit you here at the fuel yard when you're out of fuel, or I would hit you out in the open. But in order to get you out in the open, I would need to know where you were going, something of the like. If the goal was the engine, maybe I would need a way to shut that down. I'm just sensing a trap here, Felix, and you can see he kind of chances a glance at Misha and Ada, Ezra, Decker, kind of the rest, and looks back to you. I can't take that risk right now.
okay.
Can you
I
go with
suggest
them
you-
and just make sure nothing happens?
Yeah. You go bring those concerns up with Geralt. Perhaps
Not gonna listen to me. But yeah, okay.
No. I give him the benefit of the doubt. Give it a chance. You have a connection and understanding that we don't have with the people hunting us. You deserve to be heard. And I think your logic is sound. So if we can figure something out while these errands are run, all the better. If not, then we roll the dice and we take whatever comes at us on the chin. But fight and stand up for what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah. And he'll kind of stand up and kind of pat over your work. Lucky to have you. They all are. And he will just very briskly turn and begin to walk off, kind of raising a hand towards Misha and Ada to signal his departure.
Where is he going? She will ask aloud to no one in particular.
He is going to help Geralt prepare the train and talk to him about some concerns he has with the people hunting us. So
Okay.
that'll help make sure that everything is ready for when we get back. But I still suggest we probably hurry up. Do what we can as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I'll be fast.
Okay.
And I would like to look for like an arms and armor dealer.
Gotcha. Simple enough as you go ahead and start to make your way kind of into Karabospora. Heading in that direction, there would be quite a few places to pick up like weapons, as a lot of these weapon shops are booming right now. You kind of look to one called the Bronze Scabbard, probably the closest thing to you, and just a single story store, kind of the inside walls aligned with kind of standard basic stock weapons, armors. People, civilians, and soldiers alike are milling about inside, as you can see kind of at the far counter. A kind of manic looking drow elf with kind of this short cut white hair, broader shoulders with a black and golden cloak rushes about, kind of tending to orders, getting things ready. As you guys make your way inside, what you looking for?
First things first, I would like a shield.
Gotcha. Then, as you go ahead and are looking for, I'm assuming just a basic shield.
Yeah.
Right now, 7 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also like to look at their armors.
Gotcha. Then are you looking for standard stuff, or are you trying to look for, things of a higher, more magical quality?
I would like to look at a bit higher.
Gotcha. Then you would probably need to make your way to the counter for that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Which, are you doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, as you make your way up, the drow man kind of looks across to you. Welcome. Okay. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. What can I help you with today?
Yes, hello. I'm just looking to buy this shield, and I was wondering if you had any magical armors available.
I do. Something on the lighter side, something a little heavier.
Medium to heavy.
Okay, medium to heavy. Well, this one's particularly popular, and he goes ahead and pulls a set of heavy armor, with what looks to be these straps of leather that crisscross the body, with like these sapphires and emeralds kind of inlaid in the leather, kind of giving this protective aura. And at the center of the chest, you can see this beautiful glittering topaz stone with this very intense sigildry kind of about it. This is a particular favorite. It's a set of heroic armor. Can save your life in a pinch.
How much?
Asking 2,500 for this. And this heroic armor is a heavy set of armor that gives +1 armor block. When you lose a health block in combat, you roll 1d6. On a 6, you do not lose a health block.
That's pretty good.
Well, yeah, that's why he's asking 2,500 gold pieces for it.
Hmm. You know what? Ezra's had a large money windfall for the first time in his entire life. Yeah, why not?
Nice. Then, as you go ahead and kind of like give him a nod, you can see he goes ahead and smiles. Very well, very well. Then I'll go ahead and get this box up for you. Do you need anything else?
That's all for me.
Okay. And he goes ahead and continues like rushing around. Is there anything else that you guys are trying to do here?
Does it look like they offer quick enchanting?
I mean, kind of depends on what you're trying to get enchanted. You know, you can get something done quickly but not well. You can get something done, you know, quickly and at a high quality but very expensive. It all depends. Like, they definitely seem to specialize in armor, maybe not as much as enchanting. But like a store like this would probably know an enchanter. You could act as a middleman.
What I'm trying to do is, since I have the fancy cute armor that was just enchanted yesterday, I am trying to add at least 1 armor block onto it.
But you're right now it's light armor, correct?
I believe so, yes. That would
Gotcha.
be turning it into medium question mark.
Yeah, and how many stamina points is it giving right now?
10. It's just basic light armor.
Yeah. Cool. Which would mean it would be advanced medium armor.
That.
So I mean, you could go up, try to flag him down, and ask.
I will ask, yes, and I will be upfront with the fact that my budget is currently 200 gold. I'm gonna get thrown out of the store, dog.
Yeah, he
Add
immediately
300 to your budget from me.
You don't have to.
I want
Okay.
you to stay alive. I have to.
Yeah.
Your budget is 500.
Okay, you'd probably find someone who could get it done for 500. Sure. Probably take a few days.
Okay, never mind, thank you.
Is
A little
there
salute and backing away.
anyone who can get done quicker?
Well, yeah, they're gonna be a bit more expensive. But no, it could be done quicker. So 1 minute, man, 1 minute. Hey, don't let your kids touch that. I'm sorry. But yes, no, it can be done quicker. It can. But the more experienced the enchanter, the higher their rates are, and especially they're gonna want higher cost materials, low quality materials. They will take longer to have the enchantment solidify, etc., etc. How quickly do you want this enchantment done?
Ideally, end of day.
Well, before nightfall.
Yeah, before nightfall.
Dog, we're getting thrown out of the store.
You're getting thrown out.
So you want it done in 5 hours?
No, it's
If
okay.
possible.
It's really okay. Really, it's okay. We can figure it out on our journey. It's okay.
I mean, you're gonna. You're
What?
probably gonna look at 2,000 gold then.
What kind of enchantment can we have done in 5 hours for between 3 and 500 gold?
You're not gonna have anything done in 5 hours for that. I mean, you
Okay.
maybe you'll something smaller that maybe. Yeah, there are some basic enchantments that will allow you to jump farther.
Oh, I'm okay on that. I can jump.
Okay, yeah, sorry, there's just not a lot.
That's okay. Thank you.
Sir, do you also have options for more magical light armor?
I do, yeah. What is your price range?
I think Max's offer to like pay for stuff for us is still good, right?
Yes.
God damn it! I forgot about that.
Between
ask.
I'd say like 3,000 and 5,000 gold.
Oh, what? And you can see his eyes are kind of like bulging out of his head. Yeah. Ooh, there's a lot that can be done there. There is certainly a lot. Let's see. There is armor for those that want to be very, very fast. I have a set of armor that allows you to move away. Here, and he kind of goes ahead into the back and kind of comes out with a set of kind of like lighter looking mithril armor, but at the edges of kind of like these overlapping mithril plates, it's golden, and it has kind of like this subtle sheen to it. So this is a set of Venakrel armor. What it essentially allows you to do is it creates a momentary illusion and image in matters of danger in combat. Very advanced enchantments that are placed all along the inside and outside of the armor itself. And when you are moving back and away, as long as this armor has remaining energy to it, as long as it's not overly damaged, then you should be able to move away without the enemies knowing momentarily. And basically what this does is you ignore the retreat penalty in combat while you have at least 5 stamina points with this armor.
That's pretty good. How much for this one?
Well, so this particular version is a very average model. I sell this for 1,200 gold pieces, but I have some more advanced pieces of armor that I mean, this stuff could go all the way up to probably about 2,800 gold pieces.
What do the ones that cost 2,800 look like?
And he kind of goes into the back and pulls out another one that has the same mithril, but instead of gold, it has this like beautiful platinum around the edges, and it has like this additional kind of shimmer and sheen to it. Huh?
See, aside from the platinum, what benefit does it add?
It's stronger, better war, it's more energy contained within this armor. It's a higher quality model. I also have a set of armor, and he kind of goes ahead and moves into the back and comes back out with what appears to be like a scarf and like a simple shawl, kind of like these baggy kind of trousers, and kind of sets this all kind of down in front of you. And then you can see as he speaks kind of a set of elven words, and the clothes transform into a set of jet black armor. This is armor that is used by those who need to sneak into places very quietly, very discreetly. The armor itself can transform to resemble a normal set of civilian clothing, but it also, using its various enchantments, allows you to blend in. But it also has a very similar toughness to the Vanakrel armor.
How much was this one?
This one is going to be 3,200.
Sure. All right, I'll take this one.
And then he will go ahead and take the gold and will pass over this armor. Its name is Shade Knife Armor, as it goes ahead and grants 20 additional stamina points and additional 2d6, making a check to hide, blend into a crowd, or pass yourself off as another person. And as an action, can go ahead and swap back and forth between civilian clothing and kind of its normal armor shape and form. And it's considered light armor.
Yippee! Awesome. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Big puppy dog eyes at Decker.
What? This
He's
is Max's
already-
money.
I know, he's already mad at me, though.
What exactly do you want?
More armor block. Fuck. For this to be a little stronger and can take a sturdier hit.
Do you want to just get a new set of armor while we're here?
Okay.
I'm
It's okay, I can still wear this for special occasions.
okay, yeah. Whatever you want.
I will flag down our friend again.
Makes his way over. Yeah.
I have this same budget now, actually, for 3,000 to 5,000.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay. Fine. Then, you wanted that enchantment done in, okay, 4 hours. Yeah, probably it would be 2,500 gold pieces, but I could get it done for you.
Okay! Oh, pass over Max's gold.
And he'll go ahead, kind of scoop up the gold pieces, and immediately kind of like flag down another employee, like kind of quickly going ahead, telling them the specifics of the order, and will kind of like turn and like ask for the clothing.
Do you have a changing room?
No, I'm sorry. We have a back space, if that would help.
Okay.
And,
I ain't got no shape.
yeah, and kind of usher you into the back as you could like get change, as they would quickly like take the clothing and ship it off to go be enchanted.
I don't suppose I can proc shameless for changing in the back room.
Yeah, you could.
Yippee. What does Decker think of me, if I may ask? And that may is directed towards Caleb.
I mean, I think after this, Decker thinks you're a little silly, but their
Sorry,
opinion
is
has
it
gone.
the only thing that made you think she was a little silly?
Well, I was about to say their opinion of Ada has gone up and down. I they harbored some hurt feelings towards Ada for a couple different things, but they do consider her a friend, a genuine friend. They just think she's not very emotionally intelligent.
Copy that.
Okay. Anybody else? Misha, did you want anything?
I will go up to our friend that we've been bothering for God knows how long now. And ask him if he has any improved light armor or anything that could make me faster.
Okay, wait, are you with the others?
Yes.
Okay.
Similar budget.
Do you want the Vanacrel armor?
Could you remind me what that does again?
It makes it so that there's a after image that is left, so that you can move away from enemies in combat.
Sure. How much was that?
2,500 gold pieces.
2,500. Yeah. I will take that. That's light armor, right?
It is.
Okay. And yeah.
Then we'll go ahead and kind of pass over kind of the higher class version of the armor then kind of to you. Take good care of it. One of my apprentices, this was their first piece. First piece that was actually of a high enough quality to sell. So,
I will take very good care of it.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else from your group?
Felix,
don't
you want
believe so.
anything?
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though.
I believe that covers us then.
Okay. And like he will kind of quickly dash off going to help other customers. Like dealing with the massive demand on him at this point. As you can see the hustle and bustle. And despite all of this, you would notice that there is a smile on his face, Misha. As like he is right now busy, but he is doing what he loves. And so despite him moving at this accelerated speed, he still seems to be taking it all in, enjoying himself.
Good for him.
But at this point, what else are you guys doing?
I don't have anything else I need, so I'm good to just like wait.
Let's see. I mean, I'm ready to head back to the train once Ada's armor is returned.
Alright, that should be in about 3.5 hours. So you guys sitting here and waiting?
Actually, how are we on kind of supplies for the train, specifically food and all that,
Yeah, I mean,
as like provisions?
it's been a few months at this point since you stocked up, and you've been through like a crash in that time and a whole bunch of other activities. Like you guys haven't really been doing your usual like stocking duties and things like that. So I mean, it's not critical, but like supplies aren't tremendously high.
Okay, then
We did want to get shrimp at some point, I recall.
I did. Yeah, since otherwise we're just gonna be kind of waiting the time out anyway. Decker will see and go if they can get us stocked up with food.
Okay. Then what are you stocking up on specifically?
Um, they will keep an eye out for shrimp as like a special treat, but primarily they're focusing on non-perishables since they don't know when when we're gonna have a safe city again necessarily.
Gotcha. And how much you trying to drop for this?
Um, prices are gonna be kind of inflated, I assume, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. I think they'll still try to use their own budget first. Can I kind of see what like I mean non-perishables are maybe going to be a bit cheaper. Um can I just see what like 50 gold can get us?
Yeah, you'd probably like. Well, it depends on what exactly. Like, what are you meaning, Caleb, when you say non-perishables? Because that covers so many things.
It does cover a lot of things. Um I mean it would kind of just depend on what's available in the area, but I mean things like head off the top of my head is like kind of rice and potatoes, those kinds of things where they're common, but also like versatile enough. I can do like a lot of different meal options with them. Um, Probably a smaller amount of like um, more perishable things, like eggs, some fruits and vegetables,
Yeah.
whatever's like local to this area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, potatoes are perishable. Um, but I see what you mean. Like with that type of makeup, probably 2 days of supplies for like full like hearty meals.
2
Nah,
days of
probably.
supplies.
Yeah, no. Looking at it, it's probably 4 days.
Probably 4 days. You said we. How much do we have? Um, just kind of eating our average amount. How much do we have like right now? How many days worth?
Uh, at this point, you have about 15 days.
15 days. So that would take us to like 19 days. Um, can I actually drop 100 gold? See if I can get us like basically like a week's worth
Sure.
added onto that.
Mm-hmm. You can do that.
And cool. I'll use that from my own funds.
Gotcha. And then, as you do that, I think, I think at this point, Anu is going to drop 5k and fully restock the train.
Damn,
Half with her
okay.
funds,
Thank you,
half with
Anu.
Max's.
Gotcha.
And we'll also like incorporating this is like a group of laborers to like come and like fully stock the engine before it leaves before nightfall.
Cool.
Everybody say thank you, Anu and Max.
I said thank you, Anu, but thank you, Max, also. I assume we don't have time to go and see him, but I'm sending vibes.
Okay, is there anything else you guys are trying to do?
I guess not.
Okay, then sunset comes. armors returned. Enchantments have been made, Ada.
Yippee! Adding 1 armor block.
Yes, and is now considered medium armor, so you take a minus 10 feet to your speed.
Got it.
Here you go. Bit of a rush job, but I think everything should hold up with the enchantments.
Thank you.
Do you need anything else from the bronze scabbard?
No. What's
Oh,
your name again?
well, again? What do you mean?
I thought. Oh, what's your name?
Igraf.
Igra? I'm Ada. Good to meet you. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, good to meet you.
And then, having made a friend, I will be.
To the train.
Yes, to the train.
Gotcha, that you kind of walk out, kind of leaving a momentarily confused drow behind as he then goes and quickly pirouettes to start helping more customers. But you guys are making your way back to the engine? Okay.
Yep.
Then, as you go ahead, make your way back, you can see at this point, like the laborers have gone ahead and have loaded the Emerald Clover up with all sorts of fruits, vegetables. You can see that there is flour, sugar, salt, like water, wine, like pretty much anything and everything like you would need to fully like stock up this new engine. You would also see that all the fuel has been added as Jesper's kind of going ahead and talking to a few laborers outside as they begin to head out with their tasks done. As he'll go ahead and give all of you a nod. Hi. Find what you were looking for. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm.
This should be a
How
lot
is it
harder
here?
to kill now.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Did you speak to
Oh.
Geralt?
I did, yeah.
How did that go?
It went well.
Good.
Yeah. There's, Nah, never mind. Yeah.
Sure.
What is it?
And he'll just go ahead and make his way back up onto the engine.
No, I'm gonna
I'm
climb
gonna
on.
follow him.
Following.
Okay. Then at this point, all of you are on the engine.
Okay.
Can I catch up with Jesper?
Sure.
What is it? Is something wrong?
Probably not. It's fine.
What happened?
And you can see that he kind of turns over his shoulder. Nothing. It's fine.
Okay. Jesper, you know you can talk to me if there are issues you are having here.
Okay. Look. I get that maybe you want me to have an issue, but I don't, okay? I'm doing an investigation. I'm looking into things. I don't have anything right now. I am looking.
Right? I mean, it is preferable to me that you are not having issues here. I just want to make sure if you that you are okay here. That's. But if you need help in your investigation, I will help. We will help.
It's not me that you need to worry about not sticking around here.
I do not worry about you sticking around. I trust you. I trusted that you would come back when we did not find you after we left that club, and I trust you now.
Okay. Thank you. Then, look, I guess you used a similar engine to basically rip a hole in reality. I am looking around and trying to see if when Balor was nearby, if he did anything to the engine, if anything was attached to this thing, tied to it. I know that Kabath uses soul magic, whatever you want to call it. And that power, that energy, it can be used to attach things. There are already spirits attached. I want to make sure that there aren't unnecessary souls attached. I don't know how I would find that, how I would draw them out, but I'm looking. So if you want to help, you can do something along those lines. And if you find anything, come tell me.
I can try to see if I can find anything. Ezra may be of more help in the finding out if there are any extra souls aboard part.
Maybe.
I know he also picked up Balor's gun.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, anything that you can do.
Alright. And I will let you know.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for getting us more fuel and everything else, you know.
Yeah. And you can see that he'll kind of give a few nods and then make his way kind of deeper into the engine.
I'm gonna go fetch Ezra and bring him.
Hmm?
I'm gonna go find you.
Okay.
And Misha's gonna tell Ezra that Jesper has some concerns about if Balor did anything to our engine, maybe any extra souls tacked on. I don't know if he would be able to tell, or you can give it another look and see if our engine is okay.
Yes, I can certainly look. And I'll just sort of do a up and down with my Aether Vision up.
Yeah. Kind of doing the up and down. Go ahead and make a spirit check.
Okay. And I'll also be like letting people know that we're about to leave.
Okay.
3.
3. Then, as you're going ahead and looking around, Ezra, you would kind of go ahead and check around and would notice kind of like by the engine itself, there seems to be kind of like a strange, almost like swirling within kind of the aether, almost like an impression left by wind inside of it that seems very strange, or like this constant rippling as if you were looking at the surface of a completely still pond touched by the first falling leaf of autumn.
Um First off, I'm going to sort of say, Doc, are you seeing this?
And at this point, Doc would go ahead and would appear.
I am, Ezra. I am. Strange, indeed.
Well, I'm going to see if we can get some extra eyes on this. Give me a moment. And I'm gonna go over to my terminal and just enter a message asking Geralt and Jesper to join me.
Gotcha. Then, as you kind of go ahead and do that, we will cut over to Felix, as at this point Jesper kind of walks in to where you are.
Here for treatment.
Wonderful. Go ahead, take a seat, get comfortable.
Don't imagine this is going to be very comfortable.
And he goes ahead and he sits down.
Well, it might help a little bit.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll feel better afterwards. Well, you seem like a reserved fellow, and usually I start asking people how they're doing, but you probably don't want to talk about that right now?
Do you want to talk about that right now?
Well, you're the one who's about to be really uncomfortable, so it's up to you.
Let's cut the small talk.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's get working on your wounds. And if I may, I would like to talk to you. I don't need you to respond or anything. Like I said, you don't seem to be the talking type, and I feel like you're probably a little worn out. Do you know who I am, what I've done?
I think so.
Okay. So, and Felix begins doing his work. So, you know about Vikes?
You can see that he will slowly nod.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn more about it.
Yeah. I believe that love is a pure thing. For better or for worse, I think actions people take out of love is pure in nature. Now, how it is wielded and what we do in the name of love can vary wildly. I don't have that luxury. Now, a while ago, you expressed concerns that you'll have to answer for what you've done. And I know I will as well, whether it's what I did in Vikes or running away from Fort Faulkner. That is something that I will not have to just live with, but answer for. And I believe that instead of letting those actions be a stain, or even letting what I did define me, what I'm doing now can at least be used to show that what I did was wrong, but for whatever it's worth that I did learn from that. and that I try to do better and better myself. That won't ever excuse what I did or why I did what I did, but at the very least, if the world doesn't know it, I can at least know that I did do something about it and I did learn from it. And those souls won't rest any easier, but we all do things that we regret. And I don't believe that we should let that define our future. It may define us, but how we move on and carry on to do better is what is more important. I think that you doing everything out of love is special. And I think that needs to be recognized. It's not okay, but it is a luxury to be able to at least know that whatever you did do, you did it because you cared so much about someone else. And whether you believe that you're doing the right thing by coming along or even listening, I think that is also important and should be recognized. We're all, I told Anu, we're all floating down a river, and there is not much we can do, but just stay afloat and do what we can. And whether you believe it or not, or you want to accept it or choose to, everyone on this train is willing, and they may not show it in a way that you appreciate as much or understand, but they do care about you and support you.
I know.
Good.
I don't know if I'm worth that.
Do you think I'm worth it? Killing an entire village? Children? Grandparents? Women? Men?
Before the High God, I would have honestly said no. No, I think we're damned. Or you were. But you've been given a higher purpose, a higher calling.
So why can't you?
Because I already tried. And it was with Kabath. And after all that time and energy and all those years, so many dead, so many suffering, I'm still here down the river. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna still do everything that I can.
Just for everyone's still on the river. If I could be so bold, I think that for you, maybe I'm wrong, and that's okay. you can take what I've said and toss it. It makes no difference to me. But I think that maybe, and I know I struggle with this too, but it starts with forgiving yourself. Maybe you don't need to forgive that you've done or that you did it out of love, but that it's okay. And that's not the right way to put it, but to accept and move on as best you can. The people that we've killed had dreams, aspirations, were looking for another sunrise. And maybe the best thing we can do by trying to honor that is forgive ourselves for our actions and try and live through those next sunrises for them so that others can have that opportunity. And when the day comes that we will answer for what we've done, whether it is in front of a tribunal or death, that we understand that what we've done and we try to be better for it. At the very least, you deserve to have some peace. In that whatever you did wasn't in vain or pointless, maybe misguided. But again, you did it out of love and care for someone. Love is pure, but it's also dangerous. And maybe you're starting to realize that now. Maybe you're looking at it differently. Maybe you believe that it was all worth it, and I wouldn't blame you for believing that. But start with giving yourself the peace at night of forgiving yourself and not beating yourself over it. You're a good man. You care for your sisters. You care about your friend.
I'll try. I can't
That's all
promise
you need to
anything
do.
more.
I wouldn't expect you to.
I
But
don't.
that's just the ramblings from a medic.
Sometimes, well, my father used to tell me that we would hear the gods speak in the strangest moments, in times and places that seemed absurd. In an average walk to the store, in the wind blowing through a field, in the ramblings of a medic with shit taste in booze.
It tastes no longer. But yeah, it should taste in booze. That is very flattering. How lucky you were to have someone you can look up to like that, or could look up to like that. But that's all I wanted to get off my chest and make sure that maybe you could at least see things from my perspective. I won't badger you with anything else. I think my work here, patching you up, is done. I won't talk to you about this unless you come forward wanting to. I won't. I will let you float around however you want. I just wanted to make sure that I could give a sense of how I felt and maybe a little bit of reassurance.
Thank you.
But after, well, your wound should be pretty much all set after a good night's rest. So, take that rest when you need or want.
I will. And, for what it's worth, I think you're a good man too. Regardless of anything else. I'll try to keep
We all-
on going for all of them.
Good. We all try to be good men.
You can see he glances over and sees a message pop up on the terminal. It looks like duty calls.
Well, go get to it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And at this point, I think Jesper would kind of go and try and find Misha before heading to Ezra. Misha, where would you be?
Think she'd just generally be like checking on how everyone's doing, maybe helping Decker with any like inventory they're doing after we got the stock up again.
Mm-hmm. And Jesper would kind of find you and Decker kind of, tabulating the inventory and say, hey, they might have found something.
Ah, good. Let's head to the engine then.
Yeah, let's go. If you want to come to Decker, be my guest.
Sounds good.
You stop by Felix. You look more healed up.
He's a good doctor.
That he is. He has saved my life a number of times.
Yeah, I can guess. Who knows? Maybe he'll save ours a few more.
In all likelihood. I would like to say that, hope that we will not be in that kind of danger anymore, but with our line of work.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely.
But we can keep protecting each other
We can.
and Ada.
And Ada. However we can.
Yeah.
And at this point, you guys walk into the engine room. As Ezra, you can see Jesper and Misha, Decker, and then Cavalier shortly after kind of entering in.
Ah, Ezra, what have you found?
Yes, there's I'm not sure if you can see it, but sort of looking here, I'll point at it. There's an odd, it's difficult to phrase patterning.
Fascinating indeed.
I will do my best to sort of describe it if they're not.
And you can see that Jesper doesn't seem to see it, but the Cavalier, looking very closely, seemingly can kind of track that something is off. Okay, alright. So, something indeed has happened now. We just need to see what. Well, I guess the question becomes, Ezra, do we have anything that might be able to... How should I put this? Exacerbate the soul that might have left this imprint. It is my thought that something has left an indelible mark on the aether of this thing. But not even that. It's more of a general impression? Perhaps it's just the engine itself, but using a sympathetic link. I'm sure that you've heard of stories of a doll made in the likeness of a person. And that doll can be used to cause effects on the original. Whatever happens to the doll happens to the person. It's sympathetic magic at the core.
Oh. Yeah.
This feels similar. The linking of the magical bonds. They are incredibly delicate. I'd say almost thin beyond even a single strand of silk, but they are indeed there. But a connection goes two ways, so we can poke and we can prod and see what exactly might be on the other side.
Right. I'm not entirely certain how we would be able to tell anything about the other side through this.
Well, that is why I would like to attempt to manipulate it in a way to, at the very least, try and get a response. If it can react to stimuli, that is something.
Alright. Well, I haven't touched it so much as yet, so try that.
No, I was going to say that we could. But again, we should be wary.
Okay. I'll look around for I'll take a screwdriver, but if I have something longer like a crowbar, I'll take that instead.
Okay. Can do that.
Okay. I'll sort of just kind of reach out and kind of try to like gingerly tap it.
Gotcha. I mean, as you kind of like tap against the side of the engine at this point, nothing seems to happen.
Does it ripple any further? Or?
No, it doesn't seem like it has really any impact. Like its impact is beyond just what is here.
Right.
And the impression is not necessarily even physical.
Okay. Unfortunately, most of my magical abilities involve person. My Aether Vision let me see it, but not exactly sure what's to go for me. I could try to touch it with my whistle. Say the mark. Maybe something else would happen.
Quite honestly, don't know exactly. What is here is not of a make and a kind that I'm familiar with.
Does this sort of like patterning remind me of anything? I'm right now kind of thinking about like the different patterns we've seen at the summoning locations.
Yeah, you can go ahead and I guess make a mental check at benefit 1.
Okay. Uh, yeah, max 1.
Keep rolling till you fail.
Okay. 2.
Okay.
I'll hero point that. Yeah, 2.
There's definitely some similarity. But again, like this is more of like an impression of something. It's hard to tell it. This might be like if it was a fully realized like sigil and image, significantly more complex than the others, or it might be significantly more simple. Like you don't really know, but you can see a similarity there.
Mm-hmm. It's reminding me somewhat of the patterns at the different summoning locations, but it's unclear, as if it's almost shifting. Not entirely certain what it is yet.
Strange indeed.
Um, I mean, Agent Belor was at the train before we got here. Is it possible he may have left something?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. And hold on. If this is Belor, we'll probably want Ada here. Just in case.
Okay.
And I think Jesper at this point using the terminal would also try and get Felix and Ada to kind of come to the front of the engine as well.
Boing, boing, boing.
Ada, I think Ezra might have found something that had to do with maybe Agent Belor. I don't know, but you were able to weaken him significantly last time. I thought you might be able to help if it's him, or maybe your energy, your magic could disrupt something that was going on.
I can try. We haven't gotten a long rest yet, have we? We've just been kind of going.
You have just been kind of going.
Can you remind me what a short rest does again?
What's a short rest?
Like a quick rest, I apologize.
It just
I meant short in the term of versus...
just regenerates all lost stamina points and other things depending on powers and abilities.
Okay. Would we have had time to take a quick rest?
Yes.
Okay. Neat. Then I'm feeling significantly more ready to help.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's a good point. Should we also bring in, maybe Beatrice? Since she's working, or was working, at least, with Belor?
still don't know if we can trust her yet. But
Oh.
this show of trust now could lay seeds for the future.
Well, at this point, we might as well just bring everybody.
Okay.
Is there? Can I like with the terminal done like an all hands sort of thing?
You could.
Okay. I'll just sort of do that.
You'll like at everyone on the terminal.
Yeah.
Mhm. Then, with that, you'd be able to go ahead and wait momentarily before Wendell, Anu, and Beatrice would go ahead and arrive.
Hello all.
What's going
Not-
on?
Not entirely certain at the moment. There is some sort of impression on the engine. An odd pattern.
A good impression or a bad impression?
Uncertain at the moment. Geralt seems to think that it is some form of, what was it, sympathetic magic, you said?
Yes, sympathetic magic would probably be the best term for it.
But I find it a bit concerning that it seems to have some level of similarity to the different summoning patterns we've been finding.
I don't like it.
I don't either. Beatrice, is this something that Agent Belor would have employed?
Something like this, I think it's possible, yes.
Hmm. What sort of magics did he practice?
Belor himself didn't practice magic. He flowed through him. He was given magical items. I think he might have known a ritual or two.
Hmm.
But there were other
Yeah.
people at the club with you. Could one of them have been a magic user?
There are some of. I mean, I know them, yes. Some of them had magical capabilities, but with what you're describing here, I don't know.
Uh, hmm.
If only there was a genius that would be able to. You know what? If only Chaz was here to give some insight.
What do you want from me? Okay? I can't give any insight here.
Worth a shot.
Worth a shot. Come on. Look.
Hi, Chaz.
Okay, whatever. I don't know anything about this. It's a new engine. It's kind of cramped in here. And you can see like the ghostly version of Chaz was kind of like slowly back out of the engine until he was kind of outside of it. That's better. Weird. Then kind of blinks out.
Oh,
It's a new engine. Um, Beatrice, did you all were obviously tracking us.
Yes.
The lore investigated this engine while we were. You all didn't meddle with the construction of the engine, did you?
No, not to my knowledge. We heard that it was being constructed, but, well, once it was clear that you were constructing it to be like the old engine, we didn't want to tamper. At least that's what I was told.
Can I reach out to? It's not a creature, but tapping at it with the Remora school. See if
Yeah,
anything happens.
yeah, absolutely. As you go ahead, kind of reach out to it, and try and like tap at it. It is a creature.
Oh, I don't like that.
As immediately, Ada, you feel power and energy kind of beginning to surge through as you kind of go ahead and establish this link. As immediately Geralt kind of like rushes forward and yanks you backward. Are you alright?
Yes, it's a creature. That thing's alive.
Would appear so.
As the rest of you would kind of see as the interior space would kind of slowly begin to change and warp for a second, as you would see, Ezra, with your vision, the pattern expand outward further and further, as you would see now at this point Wendell kind of like slump against the side of the engine, kind of clutching his head, as Anu would kind of take a few steps back and start going, no, no, no. As you would begin to see at this point, Felix, like the vivacity that you had begun to like breathe into Anu start to shrink and shy away. Jesper immediately is kind of throwing himself forward, drawing kind of double knives, as you can see his eyes are kind of wide. What are the rest of you doing?
Dropping the Remora school immediately.
Gotcha. As you kind of go ahead and drop the school, like the initial connection already made, and not necessarily like you have an understanding at this point, Ada. It's not that your actions created this, it's that you tapped it and said, we're here.
Oh yeah, I'm aware that it won't destroy it. I just don't want to be attached to it if it starts swinging.
And that's fair, as the kind of surrounding area becomes awash with kind of these swirls of orange and red energy. What are the rest of you doing?
I guess I'm just shouting, back up, back!
Okay.
Can I try to help Anu out of the engine room?
Yeah. As you go ahead and like scoop Anu up and begin to kind of pull her back, you kind of feel her like almost like lighten in your arms, like second by second, as more of her kind of starts to fade.
I am gonna try to get her, just run her a couple cars down.
Gotcha.
And put her down somewhere comfortable and then race back to the engine room.
Okay. Then, as you go ahead, race back, the rest of you would kind of feel the interior energy would actually start to kind of level out in this moment, as all of you would go ahead and kind of look around the warping would kind of go ahead and cease at this point, Ezra. But the symbol would have grown, blooming and blossoming into this complex arcane symbol that looks kind of like a flower.
What?
Come now. You must have known that I wouldn't go so easy. A voice. One that all of you heard at the start begins to manifest. The energy begins to swirl into kind of this long flowing red gown. You would see 2 red eyes, Decker, begin to appear in midair. A face starts to manifest around the eyes. Short, black hair appears. White skin that begins to bristle with these arcane tattoos. The body continues to grow, Felix, as you watch as one hand becomes gnarled and black with long red claws. As a woman now stands in front of you in a ghostly form. Immediately, you can see as the unknown 12 raises a hand cannon. And Entropy, the 5th Aether Eater, just kind of smiles. Oh, come now. No need for that. I cannot absorb your Aether here, and you cannot harm me. My dear Ada, thank you for the message. I must admit, I had grown to underestimate your capabilities since we first met on the fields of Bospora. But now, well, you have certainly proven some worth. Where are my manners? To my friends, I am called Lorelei. Entropy to others. Arc, the Lotus Mother to followers. So, with these introductions made, shall we talk? As peaceful, civilized folk.
I like
What
talking.
would you care to talk about?
What if we talk about the end of gods as we know it? And how everything in the end succumbs to entropy.
And it is here where we will end the session for today, as we will pick up next week with all of you face to face with Entropy, the 5th Aether Eater's ghost, and all that is to come. Ooh, very spicy indeed, gang.
Bro, what?
I have a new friend.
I was about to say, hold on now. If she's tied to the engine, we can't fight her. She can't eat us. Baby, that's a friend.
That's a bit of a stretch there, Ada. A bit of a stretch.
We are gonna befriend I almost said empathy.
Empathy?
It's gonna be her name by the time we're done with her.
Into empathy. Yeah.
Ada
Here,
misheard her
correct
name and now has
opposite.
like a very drastic misunderstanding of the situation at hand. She's like, oh boy, empathy? That's awesome!